Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Marilyn, or some people call me Chidera, and I hope you guys are having a great holidays. And since I am uploading this on Christmas Day, Merry Christmas! I hope you had a great one. I know it was a little different this year, but still, it's a great time of the year to be holly. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys about my first solo trip ever, which was to Beijing. Oh my god, as I said a few months ago, I finally got all the footage back from my external drive, so I am going to be uploading all these videos that I have from my time abroad and when I went on those trips. And it was about this time 2 years ago that I was leaving and going to Beijing for the first time, and I was so excited. So I just want to go ahead and share with you guys my experience on my first solo trip ever, especially to a foreign country. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I left for Beijing on the 13th of December of 2018, and I was already in Hong Kong, obviously, because I was studying abroad there. So I just literally went from Hong Kong to mainland. So it was a very quick flight, but I was so nervous leading up to it. Like, as I was leaving the campus and getting on the bus ride to go to the airport, as I was in the plane, because I was already getting looked at. So that's one thing. I was already getting stares going into the plane, and I was like, oh my god, like, this trip is about to really rattle the hell out of me. So I was just so full of nerves that day. It was ridiculous. And then by the time we got on the plane, I think that I was more excited than nervous, and you could really see it in like the way I was behaving and talking the rest of the day, because by the time I got there and I was in my Airbnb, I just could not stop talking. I was so excited, and it was like a kid on Christmas morning. I was ecstatic, and actually it was my Christmas gift that year from my mom and dad. They were like, you might as well, like, you're already there, why don't you go to mainland? And so that was my gift. So I was very excited to be there. And forewarning, because in these clips, a new little 20-year-old, really excited, and I was in this weird phase of saying and it wasn't cute, but we'll just ignore that. We'll just give me some slack there. I'm currently in bed and I'm using a better camera, and it's 1:30 a.m. I don't know if you can tell from all the facial expressions I was making in the other videos, but I'm basically here by myself. And by here, I mean in Beijing. Now, I wouldn't be like so nervous if, like, I don't know, if I wasn't by myself, but I am. And it's nerve-wracking. And I mean, yeah, I've been studying the language for like 2.5 years, almost 3, but like, it's so different, like, when you're actually here and you have to actually use the language. And I'm like, yeah, this should be good. I'm only here for 4 days though, and I have no food. I ate popcorn for dinner, and I'm starving. Like, tomorrow morning, the goal is to go to the Great Wall of China. So, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do it. But I don't know. How the hell am I gonna get there? Okay. Step 1 is figuring out how I'm gonna get to the Great Wall of China. I asked my Airbnb host, and she said it's 300 yen. Yes. But, like, I already got scammed into paying 350 to get here on the taxi from the airport, and she told me it was only supposed to be 150 to 200. And I was like, but, like, I was just like, where were you when I needed help? Like, I asked you and you weren't there. We're past it. We've moved on. And we're moving on to bigger and better things now. And I was supposed to go to TGI Fridays because I saw they had it here. And I fell asleep. And that's why I'm in my nightgown and it's 1:30 a.m. I'm just going to sign off for the night. The flight over here was great. There was no issues really, besides I almost missed it. And luckily I didn't. Good night. See you tomorrow. Got a basketball game. Hi, my name is Troy. I got a basketball game. Hi, my name is Trey. I got a basketball game tomorrow. I play. I fucked it up, whatever. Very quickly, the next day came, and I found myself slightly more prepared than I was the night before, because I did stay up a little bit longer looking for how I can get to the Great Wall of China from where I was staying in Beijing and what was the easiest. So I was really grateful because I had found this article online of like this people who had mapped out step by step how to get to, I think it was the battling entrance. I honestly, I don't even remember, but I'll have to look it up and I'll pop it up right here what the name of the entrance was that I went through. And it was, even though it was mapped out, it was still kind of difficult. And so, like I had said, that day before, I was already scammed by a taxi service at the airport. So I was very anxious after that point, because I was like, they're spotting me out because they see I'm by myself and they're gonna come for me and take my money, right? A very like poorly mindset to have going for any travel on anywhere that's not a country that you're from. A very awful thing to think of. But after it already happened to me, I was just so nervous, so I couldn't stop thinking of it. And so by the time I got to like this taxi bus stop depot, I was getting looked at like mad crazy. Oh my god. I had my camera around my neck. I had my GoPro in my purse, I think, or it was in my hand. I just looked as foreign as I could possibly look in that moment, surrounded by a bunch of Chinese local people, and they were staring at me. Their kids were staring at me. I was like, I feel like I am in a museum right now. Obviously, nobody was helping me because there was a language barrier. And even though I had been studying Mandarin and Chinese culture and history for a while at that point, my Mandarin was not strong enough to just go up to a local and start speaking with them. Like, it was nowhere near that. So I was very nervous, and I felt like I was too intimidated to approach anybody in that moment. And so after wandering for literally like 40 minutes, because I just didn't know what to do at that point, this man walks up to me and he starts talking to me, and he's asking me like, oh, like, do you need help? Like, speaking very broken English, but it was enough to piece together that I needed to get to the Great Wall of China. He told me he had an entrance by his place, and I was like, okay, let me get in the car, and he told me the price, and it was a very reasonable price. And at this point, I had talked to my Airbnb host just to be sure, because I was like, I'm not letting that happen again. What is the normal price from here to one of the closest Great Walls? And so she told me, and so at that point, I was like, okay, this is a reasonable price. So I went with him into the taxi. I was very nervous. I was so nervous while I was getting into that taxi. I was like, God, please do not let this be the decision that gets me killed. I was begging, I was praying so hard. And actually, he answered my prayers, y'all, because the taxi driver was legitimately the sweetest person I had ever met. He was so kind. And at this point, we were using a translator to go ahead and communicate. And he was talking with me, and he was using this translator, and then I was telling him, like, yeah, like, telling him about my life, like, yeah, I came here from America, I'm in Hong Kong right now. And at this point, I was speaking Mandarin with him, okay? So I was speaking Mandarin with him, and then at points where he couldn't say something to me or I couldn't say something to him, we would also use a translator to help and assist. And so he put in the translator, he was like, you know, your Chinese isn't that bad, like, you gotta give yourself some credit. And I was like, oh snap, like, this local man just told me that my Chinese is not crap. He just boosted me a little bit. I was like, okay, I think I'll stick Chinese through until I graduate, then I'll keep going. And I did. But then going back to the story, he was also telling me about how he was saying that tourists, I guess, are really scared of taxi drivers. And when he started saying that, I started feeling so guilty because I was like, oh my god, this man has mind telepathy. He knew what I was thinking the whole time. But he started saying, he was like, you know what, you shouldn't be scared. He was just reassuring me. He was like, not every taxi driver is bad and it's gonna scam you. Like, we're not all like that, I promise you. And he was basically just saying, like, you know, you should be able to feel comfortable here because we're all not like that. And we aren't all gonna like mistreat foreigners or anything like that. And so he started telling me about himself, and he lives, apparently one of the main reasons why he even took me was because he lived like right next to the entrance. So he was like, yeah, I can take you there, it's on my way home, don't worry. And he didn't charge me as much also because of it. And he was just like, yeah, just go ahead and you do A, B, C, D, E. So when I got to the entrance, he was telling me where to go and what to do, and I was pretty much set from there. Good morning, people, and welcome to day 2 in Beijing. We're getting off to a late start this morning, but I kind of expected that, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm almost done getting ready, and then we're gonna go to the Great Wall. Hopefully I can make it there without getting lost, and that was my biggest worry about, like, you know, going somewhere by myself. But you know what, we're grown as, and we can do this. We got this. Guys, my Airbnb is so cute. I'll like give you like a little tour later, but it's so cute. But yeah, Beijing's looking beautiful outside. This reminds me a lot of America, honestly, but just, you know, the buildings. But we're not really gonna find buildings like those in America out in Asia. I don't believe so. So yeah, let's go. It's 12 o'clock and I'll update you guys later. So I'm sending an update from my phone, but I'm currently on the bus that's gonna take me up to the wall. I'm like at the wall, but I'm at the bottom. So I'm at the bus and I'm very excited. 在途经站这等车，咱们车呢是在这儿不停的，返回的时候是不停的啊，必须到终点站去乘坐。末班车呢是下午5点，一定要记住。现在请问他这个火车的话，晚上有没有啊？火车我真不确定，火车你得自己百度查一下。但是刚刚有游客说。So the first thing I did after getting up here to the wall was to go to KFC. If that's not American, I don't know what is. By the way, this is my first meal here, and I landed 24 hours ago. up there, but like that's a hell no, fam. It's so cold, it's ridiculous. It is 33 degrees out here in Beijing and your girl is freezing her tush off. But it's gorgeous. People here are so much nicer than in Hong Kong. It's unbelievable. Oh my god, I kind of wish I studied abroad here, but oh well. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back. It's so cold and the last bus leaves here in 30 minutes, so. So now I'm at TGI Fridays. The ride back from the Great Wall was 2 hours, so that was exhausting. But yeah, I'm at TGI Fridays, and then I'm gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some food for tomorrow. And then I'm gonna go to the Gucci store and just look at everything that I can't afford. Hi. Thank you. My milkshake has arrived, and I love how in Asia they use biodegradable, friendly straws. Need to catch up, America. So I got some spaghetti and an Oreo milkshake, even though it's 33 degrees. But I'm gonna eat, and I will see you guys later back at the Airbnb. Hey everybody, so I'm back, and I thought I'd give you a, what's it called, like an Airbnb tour. So here we go. So you walk in, oh, this is so hideous. You walk in and the first thing to your right is like the kitchen slash laundry room. There we go. And as you can see, it's just this cute little kitchen, and here's the laundry machine. But yeah, I'm not going to be using any of this because I'm only here for 4 days, and it's just quite unnecessary. And then I don't even know what's in there. I think she shares that part with like her neighbors. I haven't seen a single other person here as well, but I hear them. And then since this is like a sliding door, ooh, hit the thing. This is a sliding door, and so then you slide it this way. And then boom, we got the bathroom. And so I just love the flooring in this place. And it's so aesthetically pleasing, like, hey girl, what's up? Next, oh yeah, she has the little like rain water whatever showers, and I love it. But yeah, this is it. And then here's the toilet. All like her warnings and everything are in characters, and I'm not fluent enough to be able to read that, so I really hope I'm not missing any important information. But yeah, and then over here is the fridge and everything, and you just keep on going through. This is like your little dining area. I have my meals for the rest of the trip. 6 donuts for the next 4 meals because homegirl didn't eat anything for the first 24 hours, and I'm not doing that again. And so then you go from this little area, and you come on over here, and like I can't even explain how aesthetically pleasing this room is. Like, look at this. Nana on Airbnb, she knows what's up. If you guys ever come to Beijing, please book with her. And it's just such a cute little light up here. And then you go back over. Oh my god, my laptop. Okay. And then you go back over here in the room. It's just so cute. And this is the closet. It's like a triangle in the wall. Yeah. And that's not it, folks. That's not it. And you open up this thing, and boom, it's another little like reading room. Where's the light? Oh, look at that. This is so cute. This is such an aesthetically pleasing like whole area. And then she has the little books right here. Oh, I love it. We come back out, and did you see this? Okay, look at the projector. Like, B, And then here's the cool part. Here's the cool part. Hold on. Here's the cool part. Oh my god, Marilyn! Is the projector wall sliding down? Yes. Yes, it is. I have a projector and I'm gonna use it tonight, and I don't know, we're gonna project some show on Netflix or movie. I don't know, but I'm about to live my motherfucking best life. I was struggling really hard with finding food for me to eat while I was in Beijing, and that was on me like 100%, because obviously there's plenty of food there, but I didn't like think of that proactively because I am a picky eater and was even more picky at the time. So I didn't even think of like, oh, what am I gonna actually eat? Because I know I'm a picky eater. And I was sitting there struggling. So after I went to the Great Wall and having dinner and everything, I went to Dunkin', I got some donuts. I think I got a half dozen donuts, and that was gonna be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh my god. For the next day until I left the day after that. And so I was just like, you know what, I've gone to the Great Wall of China, the place that I have been dreaming of since I was a kid and I saw it in a textbook. And now I feel like I'm just here to chill. Like, I did what I really wanted to do from this whole study abroad experience. So now I'm just chilling the rest of my time here. And so, like, going back to just being in Beijing, I had a whole day left, and the next day I wasn't exactly sure what I was gonna do yet. So I went ahead and I looked into all these different places you could go, and I discovered the Summer Palace. Summer Palace was gorgeous. I definitely recommend it. I did go obviously in winter. What was it by then? It was December 15th, so literally mid-December, and it was freezing cold. I was frigid the whole time, and I had on gloves and everything. I never knew that Beijing got so freaking cold. I was so entranced by everything around me. I was too happy to be miserable. But yeah, I got there and I just kind of really walked around and admired the culture. Like I've said before about my Korea trip that I had, whenever I go to these places and I see like these old, more historical buildings that they have, and like this was a palace for all the royalty. I don't know, I love it. I love to just imagine what they were doing and how they were walking around, like the conversations that they were having. And it's honestly, I don't know, it's like my own little fantasy land where I can just kind of live a different life in a different time for the time being that I'm there. So I really love that. As you can already tell, it's the third day, and I kind of already overslept everything. So now I'm already at the Summer Palace, and I didn't get a tour guide, so I don't really know where I'm going, but I know it's pretty no matter what. This place is huge, but we're gonna explore it all before they close. These are the boats that I'm guessing that they take people around on when the water isn't frozen. I just got back from the Summer Palace and I'm cold still. It's freezing in Beijing right now, but it's okay. The Summer Palace was fun. I definitely suggest going in the summer, like maybe that's why it's called the Summer Palace, but yeah, I think you'll like definitely get a lot more in the summer. I think you'll get a lot more out of Beijing at all, like if you go during the spring or summertime, because right now it's too cold to be outside for so long. And the botanical garden, like I wanted to go there, but I couldn't go because nothing was in bloom anyways. And the water was frozen at the palace, so it's not like we can really do anything. And I'm pretty sure they do boat rides, but we couldn't do that. But yeah, at least I came, I saw, and I conquered, and I'm ready to go back to Hong Kong tomorrow and then go back to America in a week. What's today, Saturday? Yeah. In 7 days, I'll be on a flight to Cincinnati. Alright. I'll see you tomorrow. By December 16th, I was kind of ready to go, kind of not ready to go at the same time. Like, I felt like I didn't get to experience mainland China to the fullest that I could, and I'm really excited and I can't wait, for the day that I can go back and see more of the country. I know right now with China there's a whole lot of drama. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that, okay? But I will say that the country is very beautiful, and I don't know why, I've just always loved hearing about the Chinese culture. And excuse me, like I was saying, I've just always loved hearing about the Chinese culture and pretty much any culture, honestly. I just love to learn about different people's cultures and what they do. Especially, I think it comes from a love of my own culture, so I just want to also experience everybody else's and see what makes them all so beautiful, because they really are so beautiful and they're each in individual ways. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. That was it for my first solo trip ever. And honestly, I am very excited and I can't wait for the next time I get to go on a solo trip. I was hoping that I could do it next year, but don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think that solo trips, especially for women by themselves, is a whole other topic within itself. And if you want me to go ahead and give you some tips on how to actually prepare, especially after going through this trip to Beijing, I know now exactly what I need to do to be prepared for my next trip. I'll go ahead and make another video. If you're interested in hearing about that, go ahead and let me know, comment down below or something. But in the meantime, I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Christmas if you're watching this on Christmas Day, and a great rest of your holidays. And I can't wait to see you later. Bye. Oh, my mother is calling me. I love this. Ante Ma, hi.
Hi, I'm just checking. I never spoke with you. You're in China now, right?
Yes, I'm chilling in Beijing.